Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube. Make sure y'all smash that like button on your way in. Let's get this video to like 15,000 likes, man. There's a lot of strange things occurring in the world, and y'all know we're here for it. But look, man, make sure y'all don't skip a thing in the video, because I do have some information on things that y'all do need to see. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. And remember, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Use your own mind, come up with your own decisions, and let's just discuss in the comments down below. It's no pressure over here.
McDonald's, we're coming for you. I think this nation is about to uncover one of the largest human trafficking to human cannibalistic rings this world has ever known. And it all leads back to McDonald's. Y'all remember Darius Cosley, right? They linked the tunnel from his situation at the Black Rock Community Center back to the McDonald's that his girlfriend worked at, the baby mama worked at. Keanu Reeves goes in for an interview at a Cracker Barrel. She gets done at the interview, calls her mom immediately afterwards. She steps outside, lets her mom know it didn't really vibe right. She doesn't think the interview went too well. She said, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and then hit the road because it's a 33-mile drive back home. Her mom said, fine. They get off the phone. She did mention to her mother that John Gacy, the manager who interviewed her at Cracker Barrel, asked her some pretty unsettling questions about her COVID-19 vaccination and whether she was an organ donor. So after hours pass and her mom doesn't hear her, she starts calling and frantically looking for her daughter. The authorities show up and they see on the cameras her walking back into the Cracker Barrel, entering the restroom, but never walking out. Fast forward to today, in a shocking twist, a case that has haunted Detroit for days now. Keanu Reeves has been found alive over 900 miles from home. Reeves, who vanished after a job interview at Cracker Barrel restaurant, was discovered bound with rope and duct tape in the back of a refrigerated delivery van headed to Lopez Foods in Oklahoma, a major meat supplier for McDonald's. The vehicle was stopped by Oklahoma State Police for a busted taillight. Inside, officers made the chilling discovery: Keanu, disoriented but alive, was immediately rushed to the hospital and is now in stable condition. The driver, 50-year-old Daniel Martinez, was arrested at the scene and is now facing kidnapping charges. Martinez, who has no criminal history, insists he had no idea Keanu was in the back of his van. He told the investigators he was simply making routine meat deliveries. The case has left authorities baffled. How did Keanu end up across state lines so quickly? And how did nobody notice her being transported in a commercial food shipment van? Reeves told police she remembers entering the restroom at the Cracker Barrel. Then everything went dark. I was washing my hands. The lights shut off. That's the last thing I remember. She reportedly told detectives. Her family is relieved she's been found alive, but with more questions than answers. The mystery surrounding her disappearance is far from over. Investigators are now turning their attention back to Michigan, where many believe the truth is still hiding in plain sight. It's called McDonald's. It's on every block, every neighborhood, in every town, every city. There is a link to this, and I bet you there's tunnels that lead from every McDonald's to every church, to every school, to every parish, to every Catholic school. Yep, it's all connected. To every lodge.
Millions of
Did y'all just see what I seen? I ain't gonna lie to you. I know this can be other cuts of meat, but I've never seen a piece of meat cut in the shape of an arm. Like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? I know it could be. I haven't seen some type of loin cut in that shape, bro. Like, that's borderline diabolical, man. Like, do y'all think it's the real thing? Do y'all think it's y'all think it's a person arm? It's possible, man. Look, you gotta have questions though, because remember that they already had that discovery, quote unquote, that there was human meat mixed into like fast food restaurants, right? But they never explained how it got there. That's one thing. But then you have to understand that the hospitals have contracts with a lot of these restaurants. Oh, wow. Shoes are different. Oh, wow. Goddamn drones.
I'll just fucking out it. Jim Carrey called me up last week. I talked to him for 5.5 hours. He's like begging me to like get a deal with Q. Like he's afraid of the fucking brackets. I'm like, and it's just like yammering on with the crap, but like not owning up or doing anything fucking meaningful. Meanwhile, just lying to everybody. Guys, you are fucking cowards. You're going down. You're gonna fucking die. That's it. You're gonna die. If you ate kids, you're gonna fucking die.
Welcome all my new followers. To those who are not new, there's a saying I always say, they're not human. Somebody sent me a picture wanting me to notice how there's no blood when they're putting Charlie Kirk into the Suburban. So I zoomed it in, and wait till you see the guy in the front that's holding Charlie Kirk. His hand turns into a face because they're shapeshifters. It sounds crazy, but I zoomed in. You'll see for yourself. And then also, I included a video of Charlie Kirk's hand from his page. And I zoomed in. And you tell me if that's the hand of a human being. See for yourself.
Like a crab.
Turn your phone off for 1 day. No contact.
Oh, she done tweaked out again. Oh, hell no. Hell nah.
Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. The Florida Department of Health.
Oh, y'all can't tell me with those teeth right there, he ain't biting the hell out of some babies or something like that. That's crazy, bro.
Let me tell you something. Crazy people are going to ruin this country. See, the people these religious fanatics, they're going to call people that are true Christians religious fanatics. But there are some people that are just devils and call themselves Christians. You understand me? And they want you to stop doing everything. They tell you that they don't look at no book and up on their mattress ain't nothing but books. They tell you that they don't drink and up under their bottles everywhere. You understand me? And you got to remember that you got to protect yourself by studying for yourself. You don't take what no preacher tell you. Read for yourself.
Yeah. Y'all want to know something crazy about this though? The more I look at it, when you look at the other people that be in the films with them, like be in the same video, I've analyzed it before. Their teeth are not like that. That's crazy. Their teeth are not like that.
Okay, look at his ear. Look at his ear.
Okay.
Look, he's gonna look like he's an old man now. Watch, you'll see it. Keep going. Look, bro. Dude, come on, seriously.
Whoa.
Okay, let's do.
No, it gets better. Look at his face. Wait, look. Watch it. There's gonna be a great one at the end here. Watch. Look, bro. Look.
Yo, they add, boy. Hey, Mike, I know Mike
Come on,
tight right
seriously.
now if you seen this.
Demonstrators that you've seen out here in recent days, all of these elderly, all these demonstrators that you've seen out here in recent days, all these demonstrators that you've seen out here in recent days, all of these elderly white.
Hey, they do say shapeshifters move like that. Have y'all seen that TV series? It's called Fringe. Look on Fringe. I forgot what episode it is, but look at, I think it's season 1, and you'll get to see the shapeshifters, and it's real. It's similar to that. If you notice in all these videos, nobody else is glitching but them, but these people. Let me know if it holds some type of substance for y'all. Do y'all think it's true? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm not trying to get you to believe nothing. I mean, if it's real, if it's fake to me, I mean, they all can get slapped.
Ain't no way this is Zac Efron, y'all.
Ooh, he got a booty forehead, don't he? His head split down the middle.
Happened to Zac Efron, y'all. Am I lost? This is Zac Efron in 2025? This man look like Efron Zac. So y'all telling me right now that this is the same person that played in High School Musical, Zac Efron. This was a couple years ago. So how the hell he go from this to this? It looked like on this picture, he was swimming with the puffer fish. Nah, y'all, I'm being dead ass serious. What the be going on in Hollywood, y'all? They said right here was in 2021. Right here,
That's crazy.
It's 2025. What, he had a daddy makeover? Do he even got kids? Is this what men do? Did he get jawline surgery? Did his whole face get changed from plastic surgery? Somebody let me know down below in the comments. Who the fuck is this really? Is this really Zac Efron?
There's a guy in Iowa got curious, why do the birds start chirping an hour before sunrise? He found out the chirping of the birds is a frequency that helps open up the plant cell stomata on the bottom of the leaf, and it lets the plant start breathing in the morning. It helps set the alarm clock or wakes the plant up. He found out that that frequency is found in music, classical music, quite a bit. So he started playing classical music to his cornfields. His neighbors thought, un poquito loco a la cabeza, he's a couple fries short of a Happy Meal, but until his corn grew 15 feet tall. And they said, what channel was that you're playing?
Crazy.
When he played the music to his squash plants, they produced 5 squash per leaf instead of 1. He played it to his black walnut tree and it grew twice as fast as normal. Called Sonic Bloom. It's a combination of vitamins.
Bro, we are literally the universe. This is what human ashes look like under a high-power microscope.
I feel lost. Lost? What do you mean?
I don't think y'all realize it, but everything is everything mixed with different amounts of everything. So that's what they be meaning when they say we are all one. This literally validates the law of divine oneness. Click the link in my bio to get my ebook or comment real so I can send it to you. The law of divine oneness states that we are one with everything and everything is one with us. In that case, there's nothing you can't do because you have the help from everything around you. whether you see it or not. Follow me for more.
If you know God's name, what's your name? This is Sharonda. If I went on that side of the room and I said, Sharonda, you go, and you'd be at my command because I threw out a tone that represents you. So you would have surrendered to my call. You hear me? All right. Religious people would like to make you believe that the way you contact God is that you say, Allah, Jesus, Theos, Jehovah, Yahweh. They want to make you think that that's how you contact and make touch with God. But if God responded to you, he would be your servant and you not his. He would be responding to your command or your demand. And God doesn't do that. And that's why the Hebrews who fathered the New Testament, which fathered or mothered the Quran, tell you, we don't use the name of God. We don't know it. And in the lodges worldwide, they say the true meaning and sound of God's name has been lost. Or that the few that do know it don't dare speak it.
I'm going to start with this video. This is one of my favorite videos explaining how the human aura works.
The following film shows the human energy field radiating outward from the body. It dynamically changes based on the physical conditions, the feeling states, the motivations of the person, in interaction with energy radiation from objects and living things. The existence of the human energy field, or the aura, was validated and studied by over 12 years of high-frequency recordings. This film shows the field not ordinarily seen, but now visible. Like all living things, this little dog has a sizable radiant field, even when he sits quietly. Notice now, as he greets his master, the obvious love and affection between them increases the dynamic radiation from their bodies, even the dog's tail and the man's head. No wonder so many people have pets who give them pleasure and provide a vital field of energy to interact with. Wherever there is motion in the universe, there is increased flow in the field that humans interact with. See the explosive activity from the waves and from his body. Also, the electromagnetic field of the body is negatively charged or ionized, as are waves or tumbling water, which further expands and heightens his field, giving a physical exuberance and emotional excitement. No wonder that a day at the beach is so exhilarating and vitalizing. We all love a babbling brook and the freshness of outdoor vegetation and mountains. Most of us believe that it is relaxation and beauty which refreshes us. From our research, we have discovered that living plants and rarefied atmosphere provide a richer field of negative ions, which heightens and replenishes our own energy field. Notice that the man's field becomes light in color and high in frequency. It sparkles and radiates some distance from his body. See that as the child moves into the mother's field, the affection between them changes the overall field to a pink color. Individuals' fields blend and enhance when there is a warm, caring relationship. These energy fields are the largest and the whitest that we have shown. She is oming. On the breath inhalation, the radiant field diminishes, and on exhalation, it expands and envelops the child. We have known for a long time that Gregorian chants, oming, humming, singing, and whistling create an energy which perks up emotions and brings an expanded consciousness.
Alright, so I love this picture of Starry Night because it's explaining everything you need to know right now. So, first of all, in your head, in your brain, you got something called the pineal gland. That pineal gland you can see on this bottom picture is covered in crystals, quartz crystals. So when you apply a mechanical stress to a crystal, it creates piezoelectricity. All right, so when you're rising that energy up, or even if you're singing, humming, there's lots of ways to add a mechanical stress to the crystals in your brain there. Okay, but when you do, it creates piezoelectricity, and that's activating your antenna. Okay, so look at this. All right, right here, see this? Pretend this is your antenna. All right, when you activate that antenna, it's like it shoots it up into the ether. Okay, see all this? See all these spirals? That's electromagnetic waves of energy, all right?
Hot and cold are at warm to create the physical reality. All right, counter-rotating electromagnetic fields create, right, we internalize them, we internalize this energy, and then we project it out to create our physical reality. All right, but anyway, so you activate your pineal gland, all right, this antenna right here, which allows you to perceive and interact with these fields of energy that are all around you. Okay, so magic is not just, all right, you go in your mind and you say move. No, you create waves in the ether. All right. The first trinity, by the way, okay, mind, body, soul. The more in alignment you are with your true self, the higher your frequency. What does that mean? It means you have a stronger field of energy around you. The stronger your field of energy, the more you can use your field of energy to interact with that Ethernet around you, okay? And that means you can affect the electrostatic field. All right, if I see what's going on in this right here is they're adding, so the earth, see this diagram? The earth has a negative charge, all right? That's when you ground something out. Okay, well, above us is a positive charge. So if you take a Van de Graaff generator and I add negative ionization, okay, just like they're doing here, it's going to float. That's like adding a South Pole magnet to another South Pole magnet, all right? They're gonna push away. Well, that's the same thing that's going on right here. You're creating a field of energy that allows you to manipulate the objects. Well, we don't need a Van de Graaff generator. We don't need machines to use our energy to manipulate the electrostatic field, okay? Like all we need is our mind, body, soul, all right? All we need is because everything, if you also look in this picture right here, you see the temple, you see the building connecting to that Ethernet. Well, your body's a temple. All technology is a replica of the human body, okay? And how our ability to connect to that Ethernet. And now science will tell you that we have 98% junk DNA and we're only able to perceive 0.0035% of the magnetic spectrum. Well, reality is just us projected out and us interacting with that field of energy. Know thyself, know thy God. Okay, the more you know yourself, the more you activate that DNA. The more you activate that DNA, the higher your ability to interact with and perceive higher vibrational fields of energy. Okay, you're only working off of 2% of your DNA. That means you basically have no knowledge about yourself and you are the universe. Know thyself, know thy God. All right, you got to tap in to tap out.
So y'all want to know something? If you haven't noticed about this video, you got to see they want you to be so far away from your nature that you can't connect with the things around you anymore. Just like how we be discussing how the animals know when storms and stuff are coming. They are connected in a way that we are far removed from, but a lot of us are getting back too. You might feel weird, you might feel strange out here meditating and or if you're just getting into it, doing your breath work, doing your shadow work, all these different things, you start tapping into a different type of understanding, a different type of being at that. Let me know in the comments down below, have you ever experienced it? Do you feel like you're stepping into a new type of energy? Because we can feel these things. But they want you to be so far away from your nature that you're not able to tap back in. Just like the frequencies with the plants. The frequencies with the plants, we are what? Organic beings, right? So when we're tapped in with the earth, we're getting the nourishment that our body needs. When we're far away, we start to what? Diminish. We start to deteriorate. We start to become an abomination. If they have human meat in food, do you think that is normal? Or is that an abomination? So if these frequencies are coming back to earth, or if you're a creator, however you interpret these things, I'm not here to dictate how you feel or what religion you're in. I'm not here to pander to you either. But when these new energies or your creator is coming back, the people here or the entities here will want you to be what? Far away from your nature so that he won't even be able to what? Recognize you, and you won't even be able to recognize him or her when they're here. They want chaos and confusion. They know that they can't win the war, so the best they can do is corrupt the creation. But look, let's get back to it though.
The universe doesn't speak English, it speaks frequency. And this is the most honest language in the world. Think about it. If you say something in a language, you may doubt it inside of you, or you could even lie to yourself. Frequency doesn't lie. If your thoughts, mind, and desires are not aligned, you may not reach that frequency.
So God is an energy that is used to create something. So you know souls, right?
Yeah.
Souls have the God energy in them.
Okay.
So let's say you took away the God energy from anything. It would just become nothing. Fuel. It's a fuel.
That's fascinating.
You can't ask it stuff. You can pray to it.
You can?
Yeah, you can. You can.
So
if someone doesn't believe in God, then I guess you don't believe in yourself, because basically every single living thing, and not even living thing, every single atom, every single piece of energy is made from the God source.
What is God?
Okay, so a lot of people think God is, quite in the biblical sense, a guy sitting up on a cloud who controls the universe, frankly, and has created all life. But my definition of God is not like that. I don't believe God is person or entity. God is just another form of energy. Well, actually is energy. Himself, well, not even himself, itself. For the fact that you look at the Bible and other really, awesome but extremely vague and unreliable sources in religion that, hold these sources that we find and facts that we find, or so-called facts that we find, and really a lot of people think it's just about faith. But if you relate the Bible to quantum physics and apply most of the laws actually in less of a figurative sense, but more of a literal sense, and replace it with things like the universe, you'll eventually find out that it explains in-depth quantum physics and astrophysics, experiments and theories. Well, maybe not theories, because maybe now they're proven. Who knows? Maybe the Bible isn't a story of something that happened on Earth, but maybe a story of how our universe began. For the fact that, honestly, I don't really buy into the literal biblical sense. Like, God is literally a guy who looks like us, who sits up in an alternate realm that's in our clouds and, watches over all of us. But I guess you could say that he's an energy form that created all, and is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. God, or energy, lives within us, through us, and can...
And is us.
And is us, frankly.
So you said what? That God is the energy that is in us, created us, and is us. Is that your definition?
Yep.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Sort of, yeah. God is energy. That's my thing. And I mean, like, you look at dimensional theory, and eventually we have, a singularity at the beginning of the universe that is energy. And then, eventually that begins to slow down in vibration due to entropy or some other law of that sort. And then, first you get photonic light, and then that slows down, and then we get matter, and then that slows down, and then who else knows what comes next? We have gravity, and then we have time, all coming in at one sense. And I mean, does that sound like origin story to you? It kind of does a little bit to me.
If you want to do something, you just need to believe it, and you can't just say, I believe I can do this, I believe I can do that, because it doesn't work. You really need to think it in your heart. And I mean by in your heart, right in your heart, in the middle of your heart.
Figured it all out. I know what the 144,000 is. Do you understand? I know how they doing the spells on y'all. I know how God's chosen people are marked. Do y'all understand? For your soul, hear this out. The 144,000 is a frequency. After studying the information on the chakras and the hidden messages in the Bible, I realized that we are supposed to learn the knowledge of both of them side by side. I came to this because it says that Jacob wrestled with God at a place called Pineal. This is a chakra reference. Then later I saw a verse that said if a man's eye be single, then his whole body will be filled with light. This is another chakra reference. When Yeshua, aka Jesus, needed to defeat the flesh, keep his energy high in an evil world, he went and fasted. When Moses needed to talk to God, he always fasted. Now I asked, what does fasting have to do with chakras? And I heard my soul say these are the 7 deadly sins we must overcome. to activate the next level of your true form. And I began to unravel the spells they put on us through frequency and vibration, y'all. Certain color frequencies vibrate high, with the highest frequency colors being violet, indigo, and blue, and the lowest colors being red, orange, and yellow. This is how they're putting the spells on us, y'all. You could be listening to the most beautiful song ever and not know you are being stripped of your energy. So when you see an award show, a ceremony, a movie, or go to certain organizations, they can say all the nice things that everybody want to hear. But if you see the theme of the event or show or movie is based on colors that are red, orange, yellow, then you are under an all-out frequency attack, which is lowering your vibration away from the 144,000. Dealing with yellow, orange, and red, that is the lowest chakra of your existence. So when you see the Pope in red, and you see the red hat people in the red shoe club, these are all people who work in unclean energy, because the colors they signify show what they are into. This is why all the low vibrational movies and videos are mainly red, yellow, and gloomy themes. It's taking your energy, you understand? We are supposed to reach the 144,000 frequency to communicate with the God by activating the temple that was made to house God, which is called your body. It says God's people will bear a mark on their forehead. That is the final chakra activation of the pineal gland, which will allow you to ascend. The 144,000 frequency is the dial tone frequency we need in order to escape this system. This is why the angels are trapped. They can't reach the frequency of 144,000 anymore because they have been cut off from God due to rebellion. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? To reach the 144,000 frequency mark on your forehead, aka the pineal, we have to overcome the 7 deadly sins that correspond with the 7 chakras of power. To activate communion with God, we must activate the God mind within the temple, which is our body. This is how you overcome each deadly sin to reach the place God has prepared for your energy to make it into heaven, which is a higher form of yourself. And it's going to take 7 days to build this internal temple through fasting, just like he did when he created the heavens and the earth in the Bible. With each day, you overcome the 7 deadly sins that block your 7 chakras, which are wrath, lust, gluttony, sloth, greed, envy, and pride. Day 1, overcome the red root chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 398 hertz. Day 2, overcome the orange chakra, the orange sacral chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 451 hertz. Day 3, overcome the yellow solar plexus chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 470 hertz. Day 4, overcome the green heart chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 512 hertz. Day 5, overcome the light blue throat chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 578 hertz. Day 6, overcome the dark blue indigo, third eye chakra, which puts you at a frequency of 624. On day 7, overcome the violet crown chakra. Your frequency will be at 679 up to 144,000 hertz. Y'all understand what I have figured out? On the night of the 7th day, your temple becomes a beacon for God. By overcoming the 7 deadly chakra blocking sins, which signify overcoming the demons that accompany each sin that we all have. And these are the entities you have to overcome before progressing to the next chakra. Satan is wrath. Asmodeus is lust. Beelzebub is gluttony. Leviathan is envy. Belphegor is sloth. Mammon is greed. Lucifer is pride. I'm telling y'all, these are the angels, aka the fallen angels, or the agents of this matrix. So if you want to ascend out of this matrix, aka get called out, aka get raptured, you got to tune your antenna to receive the signal from the Most High.
They've been trying to do everything to block you from reaching that level too, huh?
This video will show you how geometric patterns layered together create our physical reality. This reality is formed from frequency, vibration, and energy. Each vibration has its own unique geometric pattern. Just 500 years ago, we deeply understood this principle as it was evident in our architecture. You might be wondering, where am I going with this? Consider the effect of certain frequencies when played through water. I'm here to remind you that every thought you have, every word you say, and every emotion you feel carries a vibrational frequency. Given that you're made up of 80% water, your thoughts, emotions, and words influence the geometric structures within the water molecules of your body, shaping your surrounding reality. Your mind is a powerful manifesting tool. All you need to do is align your mind with the frequency of your desires, and that becomes your reality. This is why it's called a mindset. Reality as we perceive it isn't just a random assortment of matter and events. Dive a bit deeper and you'll uncover patterns that have governed our universe since its inception. Among the most foundational of these patterns are geometric shapes, present everywhere from the micro to the macro scale. From the intricate structures of atoms to the vast spiral arms of galaxies, geometry is at the heart of existence. However, geometry alone doesn't explain the dynamic nature of our universe. To grasp that, we must look into the fundamentals of frequency, vibration, and energy. These are the true architects of our reality. Let's break it down. Frequency refers to the rate at which a vibration occurs. It's a measurement indicating how often a cycle of vibration completes in a given time frame. Everything in our universe, from the smallest particle to the most immense galaxy, vibrates at a certain frequency. Even light, which our eyes interpret as color, is distinguished by its unique frequency. Vibration, on the other hand, is the movement resulting from these frequencies. It's the oscillation, the back and forth. Every atom in your body, every ripple in a pond, vibrates. This motion might be invisible to the human eye, but its effects permeate all layers of existence. Then we have energy, a term many of us are familiar with, but few truly understand. Energy is the capacity to do work, to cause change. It's both the source and the outcome of frequency and vibration. Everything you see, touch, or feel is a manifestation of energy in one form or another. For centuries, these truths remained hidden, obscured by our limited understanding. Yet, as we've progressed in science and technology, we've begun to unveil these secrets. We now know that geometric patterns combined with frequency, vibration, and energy construct our very reality. Understanding this not only broadens our perspective on the universe, but also reveals the deeper, hidden layers of our existence. In the vast expanse of the universe, our understanding and perception are both remarkably vast and incredibly limited. As humans, we pride ourselves on our ability to observe, understand, and interpret the world around us. But what if the very foundation of our understanding is merely a fractional sliver of the full picture? The electromagnetic spectrum, an expansive range of frequencies, is a testament to the universe's complexity. From radio waves used in broadcasting to the X-rays in medical diagnostics, it encompasses a vast array of frequencies. Yet, astonishingly, our eyes can only detect about 0.0035% of this spectrum, what we categorize as visible light. The rest? It's a vast ocean of information, frequencies, and energy that we're blind to. At its core, light is far more than just illumination. It's a collection of electromagnetic waves, each characterized by its unique frequency. The colors we identify, from the reds to the blues, are determined by these frequencies. Red light oscillates at a slower pace, while blue and violet lights vibrate faster. These frequencies, once captured by our eyes, are relayed to the brain, which then deciphers these signals, translating them into the vivid images that paint our reality. Now, think about this. Our entire understanding and experience of reality are shaped by this minuscule 0.0035%. The colors, the forms, the light, and shadow, all of it is the brain's interpretation of these frequencies. It raises the question, what lies in the remaining 99.9965%? What wonders, colors, or forms exist there that we've never perceived or even imagined? Moreover, if our reality, our trees, oceans, cities, and skies, is constructed purely from our brain's interpretation of frequencies, then isn't it undeniable that our existence is woven from the fabric of vibration and frequency? Every interaction, every sight, every touch is, in essence, an encounter with these vibrations. This realization is both awe-inspiring and humbling. It underscores our limited perception while highlighting the vast potential and mysteries of the universe. The reality we perceive, as intricate and vast as it seems, is just the tip of the iceberg. As technology advances and we develop tools to tap into the unseen portions of the electromagnetic spectrum, one can't help but wonder, what other secrets does the universe hold, just waiting to be uncovered? The fabric of the universe isn't random, there's a pattern to it. One of the most profound and consistent patterns seen across cultures, history, and even in nature itself is that of sacred geometry. At its core, sacred geometry is the study of the mathematical patterns, shapes, and numbers that form the basis of all life in the universe. Let's begin with this mathematical essence. The principles of sacred geometry are deeply rooted in specific geometric ratios and patterns, such as the golden ratio, or phi, approximately 1.618. This ratio can be observed in architecture, art, and even in the spiral arrangement of leaves on a stem or the spiraling galaxies in the universe. Historically, ancient cultures have been aware of these patterns long before they had the scientific tools to understand them. In Egypt, for instance, the pyramids' precise angles and alignments show a profound grasp of sacred geometric principles. The same goes for ancient Greece, where the golden ratio was pivotal in the designs of their temples. Yet, the reach of sacred geometry extends far beyond grand structures. Zoom into religious and sacred sites worldwide, and you'll see symbolic representations of these patterns. One such ubiquitous symbol is the flower of life, comprising multiple evenly spaced, overlapping circles. This design forms a flower-like pattern and has been found etched into ancient structures worldwide, from Egypt to China. Churches and temples, too, are rife with sacred geometric symbols. The Vesica Piscis, for instance, a symbol derived from two overlapping circles, is frequently seen in Christian art and architecture. Meanwhile, the Seed of Life, a seven-circled design, has been a part of various religious symbols across cultures. In essence, sacred geometry isn't a recent revelation. The ancients were acutely aware of it. Everywhere you look, be it ancient temples, scriptures, or art, you'll find a rich tapestry of these symbols speaking to us, echoing timeless knowledge. It's as if they were trying to relay a message, something profound and fundamental about the universe. They knew the truth, yet as time has progressed, instead of embracing this wisdom, modern society often scoffs at it. We tend to mock or ridicule those who attempt to bring these topics into mainstream discourse. Perhaps, in their silent, geometric language, the ancients left behind keys to understanding the universe's deeper truths, hoping one day we'd listen again. The universe is in constant motion, a ceaseless dance of vibrations. But have you ever considered that each vibration...
On the other end, I'm going to tape this laser down, and it's going to be on a slight angle. The tape's... and finally, the board. Now, the devices I want to show you today are...
emotions and words, and then froze them.
Now, the devices I want to show you today are fairly simple, and they're easy to make. This piece starts with either a plastic or a metal can that has the bottom cut out, and it's simply attached to this small wooden board. Over the end is going to go this half a balloon, and it's going to be held in place by this rubber band. There we go. Boy, that was quick. And finally, this little plastic mirror is taped onto this surface. On the other end, I'm going to tape this laser down, and it's going to be on a slight angle. The tape's going to hold the laser button on, and I'm simply aiming it right for that mirror. Now, with a little bit of smoke, we can see the incoming beam and the outgoing beam. It's that outgoing beam that's going to form the patterns for us. Now, to use this, I'm simply going to aim that laser to the back wall and make sounds into it. Frequencies. Now, these might be a little bit hard to see in the video, so I think it might be better if I try these in the dark.
Now, if I'm talking to it, and I keep my voice nice and low,
I get better with bigger.
That's so dope.
Oh, I can't see you. Get much up here. Let's go back down to la 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 la. Oh, oh, oh.
Instead of me talking, let's try it with an electric piano. As would be expected, I'm getting patterns that are quite a bit bigger using a speaker, anywhere from 2 feet up to about 6 feet wide.
Damn, as y'all can see, man, look, these frequencies are more than what you think. You know, I'm still learning about them. I'm still trying to digest and like get everything in order too as well. Hopefully everybody's on their journey to better understanding of things, and you know, I think it's a lot more to come. I think these frequencies are going to keep ramping up through these next few months. The sun, come on now, have y'all been noticing the sun? Should I drop more videos on what's happening with the sun? And not to mention, tomorrow I'm dropping a video about the 7 asteroids that came from behind the sun. I've been working on that one too as well. So it's a lot of things that are currently happening, but look, just stay tuned, put y'all notifications on for the things to come. This video right here is for my people that really want to learn about, you know, more technical things as far as like the frequencies. I've seen a lot of comments on it and everything else like that. But look, man, hopefully y'all got something from this video right here, man. Keep practicing, keep vibing, you know, surround yourself by some good people, put your feet in the grass, eat a lot better, you know what I'm saying, work out, take care of yourself and your family, you know. But like I always say, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. I love you guys. See you on the next video, and I'm out though. Bye.